It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it's Sunday Fun Day in the back garden, which is really starting to take shape. Some of you were concerned about the totem cactus, and I just wanted to assure you that it is alive and well. I actually had it wrapped up in a sheet in the shade under Big Ugly in the front yard until I figured out where it was going to go. And for those that are touring the garden, coming down the side of the house, this is the first thing you see. I can also see it from my seating areas, and it just felt like the right place for her. So there she is. I had a disaster, guys. I don't know what happened. Remember my beautiful gymnocalacium that had the pink and the cream colors and it is a rotten mess. I don't know. Clearly it got wet. I don't know when, I don't know how, but casualty. That makes me so sad. I loved that plant, and I spent $80 on it. Bought a special pot for it, and it tanked. My little obesses are also looking very much like they are going to die. So what I'm learning is when you move, it's probably a good idea to baby your collectibles. The butthole cactus is living its best life. And the obesses, okay. And this guy's looking lively, but and my little Rebudia is still great. This little Haworthia is not particularly happy with life. But anywho, so I am going to paint this potting bench, and we'll just reinvent this when I'm ready. But, you know, sometimes when you bake a cake, you've got to break a few eggs, I guess. So my first seating area is almost complete. I have ordered cushions for the Adirondacks. This is our master bedroom, so this felt like a really neat place to stage some furniture. As far as shade, we are going to hold off on the umbrellas until we get the rest of the furniture and get it staged, and then we'll figure it out. And, you know, I know umbrellas are high on my priority list because of the time of year. I also know that there will be probably at least 8 months of the year where I won't need it. But anywho, so that's my story there. What did I do today? Well, this is what I did today. I finished off the back and started top dressing all of the pots that are in this landscape. I still have some finish work to do. There's still some gaps and spots where I want to pop in some small succulents, you know, sedums and sedivarias and grapta sedums and so on. But now it's getting to the point now where tomorrow I will be choosing my top dressing rock for this back bed. I do not want to go black in here. And I don't really want to go burgundy either. I would prefer more of an earthy brown, but I also really want a 3/8. I would prefer not to go 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. I'd like a smaller top dressing. So we'll just have to see what we see. But this is going to be a very intricate process of establishing areas where I want to do contrasting rock and creva and fireglass and Oro Verde rock and, you know, other things. It's not just going to be, you know me, it's not just going to be one color. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. Look at the whale's tail, you guys. The Pachypodium lomerii crest. This happened. It's growing. This down here is new. I just don't even know what to say. It is so amazing. I just love it. You can see that I still have plants, but I also still have all of the interior beds to do. And of course, my front entry. Over here, Greg has been working hard on getting us set up. We decided to go DIY with our water feature. So Greg purchased a heavy-duty plastic tote at the home store, and you can see here that he has drilled holes in it. He's going to find something to put in this is where the water's going to be held, and he needs to find something that he can brace the the lid. He can brace in here because the water feature is going to be a little bit on the heavy side, and he doesn't obviously want the plastic to collapse. So he's thinking about cutting some concrete blocks to fit, and then the pump will also go in here. Our electrical is located right there. The hose is right there. It seemed like the perfect place to do a water feature. So then once he gets the pump and he gets his bracing, the lid will go on like this. Then the water feature will be staged on here. And then obviously this will all be covered with decorative rock. And voila. So I had my eye on the most gorgeous basalt fountain. It was about 18 inches tall at Southwest Boulder and Stone. $1,100. And that was just for the fountain. That didn't include any of the hardware or the pump or the kit. So Greg, being Greg, said, I will make you something. And that's what he's doing. And I'm way more excited about it and eager for you to see it, but I don't want to give it away. You'll just have to wait and see what he's up to on that. This happened. Remember the Senecio vitalis that was in this pot? This came with the property. And I took the Sawzall, I got that mess out of there, and it was just like one big thatchy mess. But the Sawzall is bomb. I mean, I was able to just cut through the dirt, cut through the roots, excavate the mess without busting the pot. Remember, I tell you, be careful of pots that have a big, thick, fat belly, because what happens over time is the roots, take over the pot. And you can see that the mouth is narrower than the belly, and that makes it really, really difficult to excavate plants when the time comes. So as she plants a plant in the pot, but it's okay. I'll manage. I love this. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Oh yes, and one of you commented that the whale rib bone was competing with the Aluaudia, and you weren't wrong. And I just kept looking at it last night and decided to try it this way, and I'm much happier with it laying down. Love this. I'm in the process of putting some Oro Verde crushed green rock in here, and this is a really important focal point in the garden. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Also, through the course of my day, I pulled up a flagstone here and put a rock down instead. And I'm really, really happy with that too. I think it softens the area up considerably, and just super happy. I did this over on the other side as well. Then here, I pulled this green pot in and staged one of my Senilus cactus. I haven't top dressed this one yet. Then I put a Harita, thank you, that was the plant I couldn't come up with the name the other day, Supernova back there with a beautiful pot rock framing it out, and a really, really pretty one of these rose quartz here. This is an area where I'm feeling like I want to tuck in a few more things. But ultimately, super happy with this, what's happening right here. Didn't do anything over there. So that's basically it. Gordon came by today and brought me a gorgeous barrel cactus, which I'm going to plant out front. And yeah, tomorrow Hannah breaks ground on her project here in Vista. She's doing a very similar thing to what we're doing here. And I'm going to look into getting probably a half a yard, would you say, for back here? Yeah, about a half a yard of top dressing rock. And like I said, I hope I can find something in the brown family. Greg will continue working on the fountain. And then I will begin tackling the interior beds. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with Sunday Funday. And thank you all, as I said, for following along on this journey, for all of your comments and all of your suggestions. I feel like this really is our garden. Peace out, everybody.